Local media are going to pay a lot more attention to it. National and global media will as well. They'll go more deeply into it than ever before. They won't be able to just skim the surface because now there's already a lot of depth written into the ordinance itself. And again, it's just that courtroom scenario that will just escalate the discussion of this everywhere. Around the dinner table, you know, at the water cooler, in the cubicles where people work, at the bars, it just becomes a topic of discussion. And it's going to happen that, you know, plumbers will go over and work on somebody's house and start talking with the homeowner, and they'll say, yeah, what about this valve issue, huh? You know, wow, isn't that strange? And then one person say, yeah, but you know, I saw one of those. And the other person, really? You know, I haven't told anybody this, but I have too. I've been on one. No. Where? Really? I think I was there too. And these spontaneous discussions start taking place everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Now, there are not enough men in black on this planet to stop those discussions from happening. You see, this is the kind of grassroots activism that even the members of Congress have recognized is going to be necessary to spread this information amongst the population and to acclimate people. And the people are going to hear about it not from, you know, a president reading a scripted message off a teleprompter on a podium in the Rose Garden. They're going to hear about it from their friends, from their relatives, from their parents, from their children, from their plumber, from their local celebrity, from every direction they're going to hear about it. Now, one thing that's going to accompany this ballot initiative is what's being created as, well, so far I've just called it the Citizens ET UFO Disclosure or Briefing Document. And this is 8 pages. This can be printed on 8 pages on 11 by 17-inch newsprint. And you can put a lot of information in that. And it can be printed for less than 10 cents each. And then it can be delivered to 100,000 households in Denver where there's registered voters, active registered voters. And people will read things like William Colby, former CIA director, saying, the Central Intelligence Agency owns everyone of any significance in the major media. You're going to see things like that. They're going to see Donald Rumsfeld's comment that according to some estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions. You know, how many of them have heard that before? And they're going to see a lot of the transcripts of witness testimony. They're going to see credible person after credible person talking about this in very real personal terms. And because they're going to read that at a time when they're already paying attention, like they've never paid attention before, and it's going to just saturate this whole city with these discussions. And if you saturate even one city in that way, I believe it's going to change the course of this discussion forever. Oh, here it is. And this is great. You can apply this to anything, but especially, and we need to apply it now. This was a quote by explorer W.H. Murray, who was on one of the first Himalayan expeditions. He said, until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance, which no man could have dreamt would come his way, would have come his way. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do, in whatever way you can, is to commit to helping to collect these signatures, because all those things that could happen, the discussion in the schools, in the families, between the plumber, and all those things that could happen simply won't happen if we don't. There are other cities that want to do this. Sacramento, Los Angeles, Phoenix. Sacramento needs over 20,000 signatures. I'm sure Los Angeles is even more. And it's harder to do it there. So we really are, a lot of people are watching this around the world. I interact with Neil Gould, who sent this thing from Hong Kong. I interact with him pretty frequently. They're very excited over there. They don't have this opportunity. So we can not only lead the UFO disclosure movement in the world with this ballot initiative and give them something to rally around, but we can set a model for what our elected officials can do if they ever have the courage to do it. The majority of the people already know that this is a reality, but to really clench it, to really give them a reason to pay attention, this ballot initiative, I'm not aware of anything else that attracts them in that way and that inspires them to take it seriously and deliberate so thoughtfully on this issue as they would during a ballot initiative. If it's on the ballot, 90 days, 4,000 signatures, it'll be done, something exciting will happen as a result of that. It all comes from the commitment. So it's been said that the world is run by those who show up. So thank you for showing up, and I ask that you show up to help with these signatures. Thank you very much.